Hello.
We're on now.
Hello.
We'll edit this out. We'll edit this out.
No, that's not a problem.
Okay.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the TNT Explosion Cast Review. Boom. Got your main man here, Ted, to my left or right, whatever. Also, Ted, what's going on?
No, not much. Excited. Thank you guys, by the way, for watching all of our videos. We've been putting out a lot of Let's Plays.
We have.
Rayman, we introduced Rayman. He's doing a really good job with Ted. I haven't gone around to do anything with Ted and Rayman in a while, so this is kind of our little...
It's a reunion.
Reunion, there you go.
We're a reunion.
We're
reunion.
Renfro? Is that Nordic?
That was weird, actually.
We did it.
We both went Renfro. Anyway, so here we are today to bring you guys our thoughts on the Batman vs. Superman trailer, and also the Suicide Squad trailer. Because, wow.
So Ted's seen him before, but
yeah,
we might have been drinking. Was it here or was it at your house?
It was at my house.
Did you see it by yourself?
No,
I would have sworn I'd shown it to you when we were drinking. Well, anyway,
we saw both of them.
We were probably on something,
but we were drinking.
Yeah, we were drinking. Okay, so Ted saw him again, sober this time.
Yeah.
So
see, look at I got water here this time.
It's a big beer mug of water.
Beer mug of water.
Drink more water.
Drink more water because it's actually very good for you. It actually makes you feel good.
It is. And this has been a paid programming by Michelle Obama. Thank you.
Thank you, Obama.
Mrs. Obama.
Michelle.
Mrs.
Michelle Tanner Obama.
Mrs.
Doubtfire.
Ding. Anyway.
Mrs. Baraka.
Mrs. Baraka. So, Ted,
dude,
what did you think about? We'll start off with Suicide Squad.
We'll start off with Suicide Squad.
What did you think about Suicide Squad? Because I've seen it 1,000 times already. So,
dude, Suicide Squad, dude, really good. Still, just Will Smith being in there kind of throws it off a little.
Yeah,
but I am absolutely certain that he's going to do a wonderful job.
Of course.
I forget her name. Well, Margot
some shit.
Something or other as Harley. No, good. It works
for me.
I was hoping for someone a little bit more closer to the series, like what's her name that actually does the Harley Quinn's voice for the games and the old animated series.
Is she
not the lady that passed away?
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say
no. There's a second one that does it.
Is she older too? How old is she? Like in her 30s?
She's no.
She an older woman?
Yeah, no, yeah. Actually, I think she's around our age, her 30s or so.
Okay. So she's old.
Yeah, I forget her name. So sorry, don't judge me. But yes, absolutely. I was looking forward to that. Jared Leto. As Joker, dude. Okay, it shows only so much in the fucking review or the trailer there, but just from that little bit, you can see where it's gonna go, and you can tell that it's gonna go crazy. Like we're going straight to Crazy Town, and not that butterfly shit. Crazy Town.
No, I like the whole. I don't know. It's different. I was gonna do a review on it, but I'm glad you came by because there was a lot of failed video recording attempts there. Not because of the lag or anything like that. This works perfectly fine when I'm not playing something like Stanley Parable. But I did give a review and it was like I don't know. I said something on the lines of like I think too many people have a certain expectation about what the Joker should be and how he should act, how he should sound, so on, etc. But like the way that I figure it is. They all kind of have their own personality. I mean, obviously, if we're talking on a comparison scale with like Heath Ledger, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet, so.
But
he's his own dude. You know what I mean?
He's
a completely different kind of character.
It's essentially a different Joker or different phase of Joker. Rather.
Yeah, there you go.
Because you had what's his name, Caesar Romero from the Adam West Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, he was the clown. He was the clown.
Yeah.
And then you have Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson was good
as the Joker, but he's like the gangster clown.
Cool. Yeah.
And then you have Heath Ledger, which is just that anarchist, or you just want to watch shit burn. Then you have this guy who's just fucking
the psychopath.
50 Shades of Crazy.
Yeah.
And it looks good. It looks good. I think they could have done without the teeth
with the
grill and stuff like that. Yeah. Like now he's trying to. We're going back to the gangster.
He's going hip hop. Well, you know what? It's different to me because I like the fact. Well, I do and then I don't. I like the fact that it's different because he doesn't have the scars anymore. I mean, he might get them later. I don't know, but I like how it's not really highly played on the makeup anymore. I think that they replaced the makeup with tattoos. Yeah, which I thought was pretty sick because I don't know. I think it's more like a kind of like in current times. You know what a psycho, you know, fucking in a nut house or, you know, prisoner, ex-con, whatever, murder would look like. You know, I think I love the short hair. Again, like I said, if you guys are gonna go and watch the trailer, if you haven't already, or if you're gonna, or if you just recently have, don't go into it with the conception that it's gonna be comparable to like Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson. It's not at all.
It's gonna be another Heath Ledger.
It's not at all. He doesn't have the long hair. You know, there's a little tint of green going on there, but I do know he later on gets a suit, but you know in the trailer he's shirtless and he's just tatted the fuck up. I mean he's even got tattoos on his face, like a little J under his eye, like where a teardrop would go. I guess if you're a prisoner or whatever,
or maybe if you're a Joker.
Or Joker, you would have the J there. But there's no scars on his mouth. He's got a little bit of like makeup going on the lips. Pale as fuck. Mm-hmm. You know, bright neon green hair.
Hasn't seen the light of day for
God knows how long. Yeah. No, I like it, and I know that it's a whole like an introduction kind of to how he meets Harley. I personally like who they got to play Harley. Again, people have a pre-notion of what they think she should look like and sound like. I don't know. The trailer doesn't really do a whole lot of justice. Mm-hmm. I'm excited as fuck to see it because they introduced, you know, two of my favorite villains, and Joker and Harley are definitely one of them. Will Smith, Will Smith's kind of like the monkey wrench in the gear a little bit, but it's Will Smith. His work speaks for itself. He's a very, very well-known, highly paid actor.
Talented.
He's amazing as fuck. I just think that it threw off the whole the scheme because we're kind of going with a lot of unknowns. Mm. Jared Leto, even though he does this thing with 30 Seconds of Mars, he's an amazing singer. Love that band. I love a lot of the other work he does. I wouldn't really say by any means he's a small actor, but on a scale compared to Will Smith, he is.
Yeah,
so Will Smith throwing in a very A-list actor like that threw it off for me.
Yeah,
with a bunch of unknowns, it threw it off for me.
See, I'm. Don't get me wrong. I do like the style that they gave Harley. It's just cause I don't think a jester hat is gonna play into like a real life thing. So I'm cool with the pigtails. I just it kind of throws me off because she doesn't have that like.
With that little, she might because I read somewhere and I saw, a review or read a review. I don't know, whatever. But a review, nonetheless. A review. I came in contact with the review, whether I read it or saw it on YouTube because somebody was giving some feedback on it as well. But I do know that supposedly there's some sort of audio that doesn't have a clip with it that actually has some stolen audio of what Harley will sound like later on in the movie.
So Harley's Brooklyn kind of accent.
She will go into
Mr. J.
Yeah, she'll go into that squeaky Mr. J shit. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. We still got a whole year for this movie, but
whole fucking year.
I think so. And there was supposedly some audio floating around online as well. But it might. And what I understand is the whole. If you watch the trailer, you guys, because it goes by really fast. I don't know if Ted caught a lot of it. I didn't catch any of it. I had to go back, frame by frame and read up on a lot of this shit. Because I know sometimes after, trailers come out, there's Easter eggs and things like that people are like, this website reviewed it and, this is what you missed and how could we have missed that the first 1,000 times we watched it? Well, exactly. I missed it 1,000 times when I seen it. So I had to go off and, look at reviews and read descriptions of each little clip and frame that they put out. And supposedly, well, not supposedly, it's in there. It's just hard to catch. But there's a lot of scenes in there where Harley isn't what we think Harley would look like. There's a scene in there where she's actually gonna kiss the Joker in her office. She has no makeup. She has not been yet admitted into Arkham Asylum yet. The Joker doesn't have any of his makeup or tattoos yet. I don't think.
Yeah.
It's like for a brief second, they're like, I think he pushes her up against the wall and they're gonna kiss her. Or she's wearing glasses and kind of like a business suit going on with her hair tied back.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that's her. I think that's her. From what I understood, that's her. You guys may or may not know. Again, it's not really relevant to. Well, it might be relevant to the movie, but
it might be relevant.
I mean, not relevant to the trailer because there's not a lot in there. But Harley used to be what was she, like Joker's therapist? She was a doctor.
She used to be a therapist for Joker. Her name was Harleen Quinzel.
Quinzel, there you go.
And then she kind of cut it Harley Quinn because, well,
she goes psycho.
Essentially a gesture, Harley Quinn.
So she becomes obsessed with the Joker or whatever in his whole mind and everything, and she falls in love with him or whatever, and
he's
gets
like
infatuated.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, the Stockholm syndrome. There you go. She just gets like manically obsessed with him or whatever, and it goes bad and gets admitted herself. But so that's anyway, that's where that came from. And there's that scene in there, but I think this is going to be kind of introduction to all of them because the Joker looks a lot younger.
Yeah, he does. He does look a lot younger.
Ledger, I don't know.
Dude, and Killer Croc looks pretty awesome in there too.
I was kind of surprised. It isn't that bad.
Like all the stills that they were floating around all over the internet and Facebook and shit like that. I was like,
I thought he was gonna look like the Thing. Yeah. Like the first Thing from the Fantastic Four, which, by the way, I would like to do a review on that. Maybe next episode as well.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not big on the. Yeah. Well, there's actually, it's probably gonna be more of a bash session.
Yeah, basically.
Than anything, but I'm okay with that too because I talk shit better than I do reviews. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, really, really good. Really good. I mean, go and watch it, you guys. There's a lot in there. Ben Affleck does make a quick little second little pop up in that trailer as Batman. So yes, there will be a tie into somehow Batman versus Superman, which we're gonna get into here next. Into the Suicide Squad, so that's gonna be fucking epic as hell.
See, unfortunately, on my part, I wish I could talk more about the Suicide Squad because I don't know quite all the people in there.
I don't know a whole lot about them either.
I know. Of course,
you got
Joker
Killer Croc,
Croc, Deadshot.
Deadshot's in there. Will Smith. Right? And then there's another guy in there who I was not familiar with really at all. His name is Diablo. And he's the guy in that scene in the trailer there where he's in prison too, and he's like blowing out a match. Yeah. And he's got all the tattoos on his face. Apparently he can manipulate fire or create fire and manipulate it, kind of like Pyro with X-Men.
Nice.
He can. That's his power. And then there's Samurai, who is the Asian girl lady who stabs herself with the katana sword. She, I guess, is like basically like Deadpool. Well, with. I don't know if. There's a scene in there where she stabs herself.
Wait, is it X70 or was it what's her name? X78 or
something? Yeah,
the girl Wolverine.
Basically. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
But I was like, wait, that's.
But I know that she's a martial arts expert and she's amazing at swords. That's her thing. And she stabbed herself in the trailer, and I know that that's a big thing in the samurai. Haibuku or some shit.
It's and then there's dishonor, so I take my life.
And then there's I don't know the name of the guy who plays him. I think it's Boomerang if I'm not mistaken. He's the big guy with I think it's an AR-15 or whatever. He's walking around the trailer with the gun. And I think he's ex-military. I don't know exactly if he has powers.
Ex-military, all Australian because they're really good with boomerangs.
Yeah, I think he might be Australian. I thought I heard a really distinctive accent in the trailer.
Oh,
but I can't remember his name, but the actor he plays he comes on a lot of things actually. I know one of the most recent movies was I think Insurgent. He plays in the old Divergent series. He's one of the bad guys too. Walks around with a damn gun. That's just like that guy's thing. It's perfect for him.
He's that guy that walks with.
And then I think there's another 2 or 3 people in there that I don't know anything about yet.
AKA Tactical Panda.
Tactical Panda. I think it's Tactical Panda.
It is Tactical Panda.
Shout out to Tactical Panda.
Shout out to Tactical Panda. Panda.
Tactical panini bread.
Tactical panini.
Panda. So yeah, go check it out, you guys. It's all over YouTube. I really don't have a description or a link or whatever in the description section. So just watch it. It's up there.
We'll definitely see what we can do to put some stuff up.
Thank you, fans, to San Diego Comic-Con for releasing it bootleg off the books. They're kind of shit because if it wasn't for you guys, the company would not have folded and released it online anyway. They were pretty pissed off about it that you guys went out there and filmed it with your damn cameras and shit. But it was bootleg. I saw it when it came out. I think the same day or the day after. It's San Diego Comic-Con. The quality was shit. I couldn't see anything. So then the production company got mad and they said, well, if it's fucking out, it's out. We can't get rid of all the copies online. It's just impossible. So if we're gonna let them release it, at least let us re-release it in HD so we can actually do it some justice. So thank you to all you fans out there and you hardcore fucking comic book geeks like us who went out of your way to pull your motherfucking androids out and start filming the bitch.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. It wouldn't have came out at all.
And it's kind of stupid for them to be like, oh, we're just gonna have this as a Comic-Con exclusive. They should be like, okay, Comic-Con's gonna be here. We're gonna have it displayed here for the first time.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go ahead and do it like maybe that Monday after Comic-Con or something. Or why do you have to?
The production company fucked up. See, that's where they fucked up. You guys should have just released it anyway. I mean, you guys should already know. It's a given. San Diego Comic-Con is that time of year. We all look forward to trailers because someone's gonna walk in there with a camera, and I don't think there's a camera or phone restriction on there. And if you guys were careful about it, you guys maybe would have limited it to like a very closed off kind of room or whatever, closed off set, if you will, and maybe let in like the first 100 people, maybe increase ticket sale a little bit just for that just for that admission, and make sure they had security checking phones and things like that. That would have made it like exclusive, like only the can see this. Yeah. But you guys let people walk around with cameras and phones and whatnot, so how the fuck do you not expect people to do it? Don't get mad about it.
Camera pens, dude.
There's everything. I mean, well, either way, someone's going to walk in there and do it anyway. I mean, but to at least limit the spread of it, I guess, if you will. But
and for those of you that actually fucking went out there and took the initiative, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. As a matter of fact, kind of off subject, but we really, this is kind of like maybe not for them or maybe for us, but we really, really do need to figure out a year, like really get some money together, put it together, and we need to make a trip up to Comic-Con.
TNT Explosion Cast headed to Comic-Con 2017.
2017, that works for me. 2017, if we get enough subscribers, enough views on us, we should have a pretty decent fan base. And TNT, we'll be seeing you guys in 2017, and we'll have better cameras and everything, so we'll film the whole experience.
And the Rayman will be there to shoot raisins to your face holes.
Rayman will also be there. So that's that. So again, check it out, guys.
Okay.
DC.
Dude. Okay.
D fucking C. D. Does that look like a D? Is that a D? From your guys' name?
I'll show you a D.
D. Anyway, DC.
Batman versus Superman.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
You know what?
Batman versus Superman.
Batman versus Superman.
I have a really good idea for Batman versus Superman. Are we back on?
Yes, we're back on.
So, DC Superman versus
In the Batman.
I think we got that backwards. It's Batman versus Superman.
Oh,
so
this guy versus that guy.
This guy versus wait, that's not my voice. This guy versus this guy. Wait, we did that backwards. This guy versus
take. all right.
TNT. Wait, no, we're recording the whole thing. We're doing the whole thing. We're gonna keep it raw and in the cut. TNT. Batman versus Superman. Take review. Take 2. DC. Batman versus
Superman.
You went very Wolverine there.
I did.
So,
all right.
Batman versus Superman. Ted, go.
Fuck! Oh my god. So.
You got a bug in my head. Anyway.
Batman, always awesome. I love Batman. Batman's my favorite ever. Superman sucks. Superman sucks.
Superman is my favorite. And he's the best ever. And Ryan Reynolds sucks. Wait.
What?
Ryan Reynolds isn't Batman?
No.
Who the fuck is Batman?
Dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Ben Affleck, right. Duh.
Duh.
Ben Affleck is the Batman this movie. And he does a really damn good job at looking like Bruce Wayne and...
He does.
The Batman. For some reason, I was going to say Bruce Camp.
Bruce Camp is...
Bruce Campbell is really good.
Chris Farley did a really good job as Batman.
Chris Farley's an amazing Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's so gross. Rest in peace, Chris Farley.
Rest in peace. But dude, okay, seriously.
What the fuck was on my finger?
It's a bug.
Was it a spider?
No.
No, I would have sworn.
Spiders don't exist.
No, I'm like not even kidding.
The spider is fictional.
There was like a... Well, anyway.
The spider's fictional. It's nothing.
There is no spoon.
There is no spider. Dude, okay, so...
Wow, that really scared the fuck out of me. I would have sworn that was a spider. I like picked something on my finger.
Just anyway, let you know, also Ted's really afraid of spiders. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, you'll hear my review on Spider-Man. It's just going to be me crying in the corner of the shower with like a little leaf on my pee-pees to censor it out because I don't have the equipment to, or the software to censor things out yet. So
true story, it's going to be that.
Or just let it just be like all hang out in all its glory and all you're going to see is just this flapping around and shit. Batman versus Superman. We have to back it up because you make it look bigger when you
oh yeah, my bad. It's gonna be like
can you guys see that? But there's green screen there, so I can make it look bigger like Godzilla did.
Anyway. But dude, okay, it's super fucking awesome. Yes. Super badass. Need it. Need it in my veins right now.
Some people are comparing the two right now, same universe, but you know, you got those people who are like, yeah, you know, I'm like so anti-superhero, I'm more like anti-hero kind of thing and whatever. And there's a big comparison with trailers, but the consensus is, with the exception of Joker, of course, Batman vs. Superman right now is taking the cake on the trailer world right now. Mm-hmm. It's fucking killing it. It's an amazing trailer. Ben Affleck, yes. Henry Cavill's coming back as Superman again.
Henry Cavill.
I can't pronounce her name, but everybody knows her as the Fast and the Furious. She was a really, really skinny, hot chick. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman finally makes her appearance in the trailer, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
She looks fucking amazing.
She was a thing in there, I forgot, because I was so, like, oh my God, Batman, fucking badass.
Wonder Woman, yes, looks fucking amazing.
She actually does look pretty cool.
She does, yeah. She is hot. It works for her. I would really like. This is a whole like Batman versus Superman versus, or like Batman versus Joker kind of trailer, and then there's like Harley Quinn versus like Wonder Woman. Anyway, the trailer is amazing. I personally like it more than Suicide Squad. There's a whole lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Fucking Superman loses his fucking shit. Loses his shit. Rips the fucking spoiler alert. It's on the trailer.
Go and see the trailer. Actually, we're gonna put the trailer up over here, right here in this little window. Ding ding ding. We'll put the trailer.
Well, my hands off.
Yeah, no, you have to do everything backwards because it's here. Okay, right. Trailer will be there. Superman rips the damn doors off the Batmobile like a fucking beast.
Beast, man.
Just fuck your Batmobile.
And then fucking Batman stands up, is like, bitch, you just fucked up my ride.
He's like, I really hope you got Allstate for that.
I hope you have good insurance. Because we know you're an illegal alien.
You know what would be really good? You know what would be really good if we could do some sort of like parody from that, like he rips the doors off the damn Batmobile and then we get that guy like, are you in good hands? You know what I mean? Yeah. He stands in front of the fucking thing and it's Charlotte Buffy like, just do it!
Just do it!
Do it! Yeah, it was an amazing trailer. So
it's fucking badass, dude. It really hit me when seeing Ben Affleck there as Bruce Wayne just kind of sit. Like,
I know.
There on the street level, and then you see fucking Superman just eye lasering the fucking shit out of that fucking building and just in half.
I saw your reaction.
I was like, oh.
I did see your reaction when that came out, and that was even before Ted saw him with the costume on and all the action started really happening. So it takes place basically ground zero. It leaves off. It kind of goes in conjunction with Man of Steel. So when Superman and Zod are fighting and they're destroying the shit out of Metropolis, those laser eyes that you see going crazy in the building, that's actually during the fight between him and Zod.
Oh, shit.
So people want to know, like, okay, so when Metropolis is getting torn to shit by the, Superman and Zod fight in Man of Steel, what's going on in Ground Zero? How many casualties were there? Because they did destroy basically the whole city.
Yeah, they did.
You know,
They destroyed Metropolis.
Basically.
It was done.
Basically. So and then people want to know, well, then how does Batman come into play? How does Batman get pissed off? Why do they end up fighting? Well, there's a lot to it, and this is basically it now. The trailer will basically describe that if you know your Man of Steel and you know your Batman and overall the story, it doesn't really take a genius to put two and two together. Just go and watch Man of Steel before you watch the trailer if you haven't, or like again the trailer will be here anyway. But go and watch Man of Steel before you watch Batman vs Superman next year. It will make more sense because while they're fighting and they're thick in the shit, those laser eyes actually peel off, half of a building because Zod zaps the shit out of the building. Yeah. Well, that building, evidently, or right next to it, when the city's getting destroyed, is Wayne Enterprises.
It's Wayne Enterprise
It's
Tower.
Is one of Batman's or Bruce Wayne's towers, and it's actually based out of Metropolis. So, I saw some of the Comic-Con shit and the interviews, and I think it was Zack Snyder who said something along the lines of, they're not going with any particular storyline in a comic book or graphic novel, if you will. They're actually they wrote their own thing. Obviously, they're going to kind of keep true to the characters and their abilities and their disadvantages and weaknesses, etc. But the rivalry doesn't really have anything to do with anything, you guys. There was a lot of speculation about there being something like along the lines of, well, it's going to be like, I can't remember the name of the guy. What the hell is his name?
Who are you talking about?
There was a guy who, I don't know if it was a graphic novel or comics. We're trying to do reviews and we know nothing about this shit. I'm sorry, this is really embarrassing.
Were you talking about the Dark Horse comics? Or?
The Frank Miller version.
Oh, okay.
Frank Miller version of Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Batman does beat Superman, and so that's what everybody was thinking is, does Superman get killed? He's gonna get his ass kicked because, I'm just gonna say right now for you Batman fans, I got love for you guys, but I'll go into a different rant about that later. This is not really the time or the place, but I don't want to hear about, well, he'll beat Superman because he's Batman. There is no logical explanation on any realistic plane or even fictional plane where Batman could ever beat Superman. Okay, that's just my debate. I know Ted could probably differ, but Ted's reasons may be a little bit more valid than a lot of you guys out there, because you're just like, oh, Batman beats Superman because he's Batman. That has no fucking meaning whatsoever. But Frank Miller does actually have a really good explanation on how Batman beats Superman. Rather than go with that storyline, Zack Snyder said in San Diego Comic-Con that they're not going with that story. They took Frank Miller's Batman and put him into the movie, hence the costume, hence the old kind of like washed Bruce. Up, Ben Affleck, but much, much more heftier and bulky.
Yeah.
He isn't Christian Bale Batman where he's a little bit more cut. He's huge. Ben Affleck bulked the fuck up, but he also put a lot of fat on because he's supposed to. Batman hasn't been in the streets for a long time. He hasn't been fighting crime, and he's maybe got 10, 15, maybe even more. Well, I don't want to say more. Maybe 20 years, 15 years on Superman.
Essentially, this where timeline wise. Yeah. Basically, just to give you guys an idea, Robin is, Dick Grayson. He's not Robin anymore. He's Nightwing. Well, he's Nightwing now.
Before I don't mean to jump in. Before you do that, just really quick. I'm sorry. Just really quick. There is a scene in the trailer. You guys have to go and watch it. It actually shows Robin's costume. Yeah. And it's spray painted, and it says, "Ha ha ha! The joke's on you, Batman." I believe it's a Joker reference. Don't quote me on that. But
it is a Joker reference.
It has to be. I mean, it's obvious. Okay, keep going. Go.
That was just to give people an idea of the timeline or where it takes place. Yeah. And Nightwing is supposedly supposed to be like 10 to 15 years being the Nightwing person, and then he has a little baby and stuff like that. Little 5-year-old or something like that. And,
that whole thing ties into like Jason Todd later on, who becomes Red Mask or Red Hood or whatever. Red Hood. But that's not really on this movie. But
although that'd be fucking a huge fucking surprise. If
this is what I think. I know. Okay, Jesse Eisenberg. I was skeptical. He has hair. He is Lex Luthor. I'm okay with it right now.
Yeah, Lex had hair at one point.
He did actually. Yeah, he did. The original Lex did. I love Jesse Eisenberg. He does really good work. So I'm kind of excited to see where this goes with him.
To me, Jesse Eisenberg is the Will Smith of this movie.
Yeah. Okay. No, that would make sense. Okay. So
I know he's a good actor. I know it. Like he hasn't let me down. But I'm curious to where it's gonna go.
See, what I would have liked to seen. again, just as my opinion, I'm sure a lot of you guys would agree with me. Is Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad would have made an amazing Lex Luthor. Dude. He is psychotic as fuck, and he looks awesome bald. Yeah, he looks very intimidating bald. But anyway,
he looks like the guy off Half-Life.
He's in there. Yeah, he looks exactly like the guy off Half-Life. I think it's
Gordon Freeman,
the same fucking face they took that in. Well, anyway, anyway, this is not about Breaking Bad, but Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor, and yes, they're reintroducing Kryptonite into the whole scheme of things now, so that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, the Batman is based off of Frank Miller's Batman. The costume, the bulkiness, the old, just the slow whatever. But they also introduced a new kind of robotic, well not new, but new to the movie. There's a robotic. His Iron Man.
Oh yeah,
that he's gonna have an upper hand on when it comes to fighting Superman. I'm sure you guys can see how we kind of dropped him there for a minute.
And actually, if you guys want to do the research, that suit's actually been used before.
Has it been? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it actually has been used before.
That's perfect.
To beat the fuck out of Superman.
So that's perfect. See, that works for me.
It's the equivalent of the Hulkbuster with
basically.
Iron
Man. Okay. So yeah, that would make a lot of sense. That's in there, and then also, you guys, it's there's another costume in there, really briefly shown. There's a scene in the desert when Batman's fighting a bunch of soldiers. I can't recall the actual comic that they came off of, but I think it was something. I can't remember. Well, anyway, it's up there. You guys have to see it though. It kind of resembles kind of like an owl looking thing. It's got like the goggles, and he had the sand goggles, and he's wearing like a brown kind of like over trench coat kind of thing. But that it really does not resemble whatsoever the other costumes that are shown in the trailer. But that one's really different as well. But that one was also taken from another comic book series that he temporarily wears when he goes out to the desert. So I think that was pretty cool. He has like 3 or 4 different costumes in there.
It's a superhero called the Owl.
It's something like that. I want to say Owl. I think it's like the dark lighthouse or the dark light something or the night something. I don't know. It's up there. Well, I'll probably put a picture up.
The night somewhere. Pigeon.
I'll put it up somewhere up here.
Put it over my face.
Right here. There. We'll put it up. Like right there.
I'll be in this.
So there's a lot going on.
This is really
One
confusing.
thing I did not catch, and I had to watch it 1,000 times over. There's a scene where it's a young boy. He's like swimming underwater, and it looks like he's pulling on a chain. I guess there's like an anchor of some sort. Well, anyway, he's with his little goggles or whatever, face mask, and he's going underwater. You guys are not going to catch it with this trailer. I can tell you that right now. You're going to need to pause it somehow, or look online for some still images. But that water scene actually shows what I believe and what a lot of people believe to be Jason Momoa. Aquaman is under the water with a bag of some sort over his face. Some sort of cloth or whatever. Like, I think he's being chained up on the bottom, and he's got some sort of something over his face, and he's being held captive.
I believe it.
It resembles a rock of some sort, but it's for a really split second, and you can see it. But I saw some still images, and it actually resembles like somebody with his back hunched over with something over his face, like he's being held captive. His arms look like they're behind his back, or whatever. But I don't know, how long that's gonna take for us to actually see. I mean, we know what he looks like, and we know who's gonna play him because Zack Snyder released it on his Twitter, I think.
Yeah. It was
it's really no secret who's playing and what exactly he's going to look like, but I just thought it was cool that they kind of briefly showed him in there. Supposedly, there was a trailer floating around a while ago, and it's gone now. Maybe it was just a huge rumor. It's like nowhere in existence online anymore. But supposedly, there was another trailer that released before San Diego Comic-Con was even out, before they came out this year, and somebody had caught it somewhere. I don't know how they got the
someone within the production company.
Someone within the production company basically released leaked it, if you will. I think it was like down as quick as it came up.
Purposely.
Yeah.
And then the higher ups got wind of it. Fuck if I remember what it was. Was able to catch it.
I was looking, and it was gone as soon as it came up. So those who were fortunate enough, or rather, fortunate enough, but also stalkerish enough to stay on that webpage or stay and follow Zack Snyder like a motherfucker, or just go on all these bootleg sites and they're just clicking and clicking and not sleeping. Batman is in the Batcave with a bunch of TVs in the background monitoring Metropolis, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a brief second, like a split second, really fuzzy, shitty bootleg, shitty quality, but of a really fast streak running by one of the cameras. So supposedly, I don't know if they're going to introduce the Flash into this as well.
I would imagine that they should.
I would hope that.
Actually, you know what? Take it back. Not in this one. Not in this one. If they were to do something like kind of in the past-ish, then yes. But like at this point in time, you have old Batman, old Bruce. You have Superman who never ages, or ages eventually.
He does, just very, very slowly.
Yeah, it's to have a younger Flash in here. It's kind of like, well, it's kind of.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that. I know it's Dawn of Justice, so obviously they're gonna probably introduce Justice League on the next movie, whenever that is. Obviously, we already got 3 heavy hitters in this movie being introduced. We got Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. Now, this could either go one of two ways. This is, hence the title. I'm assuming it's going to lead into Justice League. I know that they have confirmed a cast for Cyborg. Supposedly, he was going to be in there. I don't know what the hell is happening with that.
See, I don't know
but then you got Aquaman, right? So that's actually 4 heavy hitters.
Four.
But the 3 that the focus is on right now is, again, comic book fans will know it's the Trinity. You got Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and they actually have a whole comic book series on them. Just they're like the strongest in the entire Justice League. But I'm really excited to see if they do drop Flash. They get Cyborg in there. Not in this movie. I think it's a whole lot going on right now. I love the trailer, but I might be a little overwhelmed if they don't do it right.
See, does
that make sense?
Yeah. That makes absolutely sense, and like just kind of want to make sure they're A's and C's.
A's and C's,
come on. You want to make sure that shit's all right. So, no, it's definitely understandable that you want to have them take their time and stuff like that. Because
I would hope
if you rush a cake, it's gonna taste like shit.
Yeah,
so
and
I want a nice
like their
cake.
Cucumbers pickled.
There you go.
That's just me. I don't know.
One thing that did bug me about the trailer though, and it's kind of it makes sense and stuff because this actually kind of sort of did happen in the comics and stuff like that. How everyone was like, "Oh, Superman's God." like look at that. That lady on the roof and stuff like that was like, "Oh my God, Superman!" Well, and like that shot that they have where the sun's right behind him and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like a Jesus shot.
It's supposed to.
And not only that, what kind of irritates me is that Superman's like, "Yes, there's a flood going. You can die any moment, but I'm going to sit here and bask in this."
Okay. So, all right, I get that. Okay, no, I get it. It makes sense why that would turn some people off or why that would throw some people off. Man of Steel was really really avid about throwing in, maybe inconspicuously thinking people weren't going to notice or whatever, but they were really avid about throwing in a lot of biblical type of references and vibes in there. Granted, nobody really said anything biblical in a sense, but like there's a scene in Man of Steel as well where Superman goes into the church and he's talking to the priest or whatever, and he's asking him about what he should do with Zod and if he should turn himself in, yada yada yada. Well, there's a scene too in that church where he happens to be sitting on a bench or whatever, and in the background there's Jesus on his knees or whatever in the stained glass or whatever. I don't know, to me there's a little few things like that, and obviously with what he did to Metropolis in Man of Steel, there's going to be some haters and there's going to be some people like he is a god, but yes, I don't know. If a man can fly, he is invincible, basically bulletproof. I mean, the dude is super strength, laser eyes. That I could see how that could be perceived as a god. If Superman feeds into that shit, however, though, that's gonna kind of turn me off too, because Superman's kind of supposed to be the wuss in the comic book world. He's very like boy next door, country boy, kind of don't do anything wrong. That's more Batman's alley. Yeah, he's more the bad boy. Yeah, and he's the cocky, good-looking billionaire or whatever.
But that's where it all comes together, because like canon, like in the actual comic or one of the DC universe, one of the billion DC universes, Superman does like eventually get like, you know what? I'm fucking invincible.
Godlike, yeah.
Like I am. He gets that god complex, and that's where Batman has to beat his ass down and be like,
shut him down a little bit.
He's like, we all appreciate you for what you do and stuff like that, and we all realize what you are. But just remember, I will kick your ass.
Well, that's where
he has 3 times canon.
That's where Batman does get upset though. That's what's really going on. Ground Zero, Batman is there when this fight is going on in Man of Steel. We just don't know it, but that's how Batman gets upset. There's a lot of casualties lost. A lot of property, when Enterprises gets torn to shit. And in the mention in the trailer too, Batman basically just thinks, you know what, this guy's capable of destroying the whole planet if he wanted to.
Yeah.
We can't let that happen. He doesn't know that
power
Superman
to kill mankind.
Basically, yeah, he doesn't. Batman doesn't know that Superman's not necessarily a threat. But when Superman gets a little too crazy, unfortunately, you know, shit happens.
Yeah.
He's not exactly as tactical and you know, limited as Batman.
He's very brash.
He's very brash, and Superman, I think, sometimes just has too much power for his own good, and he's like got this whole Vegeta thing going on. He could just blow the whole fucking planet if he gets too pissed.
Basically, that's what it comes down to.
Back. So I think that's where it's gonna come in. I think that they're gonna fight. Batman's gonna kind of put a hurting on Superman a little bit, kind of teach him some sort of humanity. You know, just give him a big slice of that humble pie. And I think Batman might kind of train Superman to kind of, you know, lessen that a little bit, because it's excessive. And I know that's where Jason Momoa, Aquaman, comes into, because he's pissed at Superman also.
Unless, okay, and this is just kind of a theory. Okay, you played that game on Injustice, right?
Yes.
What if all this shit is leading up to the Injustice movie?
Ooh,
dude,
that could be
I got chills just thinking about that.
That could be a possibility, which means if you guys have played that game, I think the Joker is going to play a bigger part in this than we think he does. Because I'm not going to say why.
The whole Suicide Squad.
It's all going to be in there. I can assure you, it's all going to be in there. But the Joker is going to play a bigger part into this Batman versus Superman shit than we may think. And it may not be in this movie, but it will come. Mark my words, it will come. And actually, now that you mention that would be
pretty sick.
That would be it right there. That would be
dude.
it.
Can you imagine fucking Lobo riding in on?
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to let us know what you think about that, because if you guys have played that game, or if you haven't, it's on the new 52 series or whatever, so you guys can go and check that out, like the comics and everything. Everything is kind of upgraded now, new costumes, new everything. But there's a whole storyline to it, actually, guys, about what happens to Superman and how he goes bad. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say how or what he does.
Yeah, no, just check out the game and stuff like that. You guys really
need to look into it.
I like how they you know what they did with that game.
No, it was amazing. It was amazing.
I was gonna say more detail, but I was like, no. Actually.
Yeah, I don't want to say much, but if you guys don't own a console or whatever, you can go online. Actually, they have the whole storyline on YouTube.
Yeah.
If not, you know, you guys can always read the new 52 as well. That's up there online. You
definitely go and support your
or go buy a comic. Yeah.
Yeah, go and support the comic book store in your area.
Support your local comic book store.
Or order and stuff like that.
At the end of the day, man, you know, electricity will fucking die out. You know, sometimes you'll have blackouts. Sometimes your internet will get shut off. Your phone service can get shut off. But you know what? I'm a really big, firm believer in a hard book, you know, reading and physical copies of comic books as well. That to me, that's like, it's a never-ending thing. Now, granted, a lot of this shit can be found online and stolen or whatever, but with tablets and everything.
But nothing smells better than
a brand new.
Like there's two things in this world that I love. That's the brand new smell of a brand new fucking video game. You open that shit up and it smells so good. It's probably not good for you, but fuck, it smells good. It
smells amazing.
And then a brand new fucking comic straight out. Like,
wait,
what?
No. Sorry.
No. How dare you? Come on.
We don't condone drugs.
We don't condone drugs. But yeah, no, a brand new comic. Like, you straight out of the fucking delivery and stuff like that.
Nice
and stuff. It's nice and shiny. Fucking there. You open it up. The page is so crisp.
I love it. So really support your local comic book store. We have a really good one here in town.
Is it still Pyramid Comics?
It's Pyramid Comics,
yeah. I'm sorry.
It's really good. I love it.
Reason I asked is because they currently changed their location, and they got a bigger building, so it's a lot more awesome.
It's awesome.
I was just making sure if they were still Pyramid Comics or if they changed everything.
Yeah, no, they're still Pyramid. And then there's one an hour away. I'm not gonna say where because I don't want people to know where you live.
Well, we just said Pyramid Comics.
How many pyramids could... I'm assuming there's got to be more than one Pyramid comic.
There's only one Pyramid comic. And that's,
in Tucson, Arizona, there's a really awesome comic book store in the mall. You guys got to check that out.
Oh, Heroes and Villains also. Heroes and Villains.
Well, yeah, Heroes and Villains in Tucson.
Was a Broadway.
A's and C's is really good.
A's and C's is really good.
A's and C's comic book store. It's the best, baby.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our little review here. Oh, I wouldn't say little, but...
It was a while.
It was kind of a big review.
But it's okay. We're
and a lot of ranting.
Really long...
This was very much due. But again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, your man Ted. Also Ted. And we will go ahead and see you guys some other time.